Hi guys, I'm Tay or Taylor or Taylor Janae or Tay Mommy, whatever you want to call me. Just make sure you put some respect on it. Okay, but thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And if you are, thank you for subscribing. Oh, I know I've been MIA or non-existent on YouTube here as of lately, but that's all gonna change. As you can see, I got me a mic. I kind of got me a different background going on, but the kids in the background is always gonna be forever. It is what it is. So basically, I decided to become a content creator because I got this job back in January. I've never worked sales before, but it was $15 an hour, and I had never had that much money before, like getting paid an hour. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna be a great salesperson. I'm gonna be the best salesperson you've ever seen. It lasted for like 3 days, but I did my thing while I was there. And right around the time I started this job, this is actually the first job I had went back to like full-time after having Raw. And so after having my little baby, I really just was like, I want to be at home with my kids. Obviously, what mom wouldn't want to be home with their kids, right? But like I said, I tried to stick it out and everything was cool. But you know how like sometimes you just have those managers and they're just like really nitpicky. And during this time and still now, I am on a journey to discover myself and discover my relationship with God. And so that will come into terms later, but I felt like that needed to be said now. Okay, so back to her being nitpicky. People just being nitpicky and you'd be like, okay, cool. Like, all right, I'll deal with it because this thing is worth it in the end, right? So this is my 3rd day on the job, or was it my 4th or 5th? I didn't last a full week, so it was either my 4th or my 5th day. But it was snowing, and it was snowing bad this day to the point where if you were late, it was fine. If you didn't come in, it was fine, only because depending on where you lived, because of how bad the roads were, etc. So, okay, it's snowing this day. I wear a beanie, a cute little hat. I wear a beanie because in the rule book, I'm a fashionista. So I'm gonna read the fashion rule book. I'm gonna read the dress code because you know how it used to be. You read the dress code so you can't get dress coded. You walk the thin line, right? This dress code was very simple, like business casual. And I said I wore the beanie, but it was snowing that day, and hats were not even mentioned in the rule book. It didn't say anything about baseball caps. It didn't say anything about beanies. It didn't say anything about anything. It didn't even say anything about headscarves. It did not say anything pertaining to something being on your head. I told you, the little lady, whatever, my manager or trainer, we're not going to give her a name because she's not that important. Basically, she's going to come up to me and she's going to tell me, because I'm the youngest person there, we had established this, I am the youngest person working there. She comes up to me and says, although I know the dress code doesn't say anything about hats, if a higher up, basically an elder or someone older, were to come up to you and say, please remove your hat, you say yes ma'am or yes sir. She's saying this to me, my grown self, same person that she's training at the same place that she's working. She's telling me to tell somebody yes ma'am, no, yes ma'am, no ma'am, yes sir, no sir, because of my hat. And I was real like, okay. I didn't really like blow up, but I was fine. I didn't have like a bad attitude, and I was just like, okay, you're annoying. I can see you're gonna be a problem, right? Okay. So she says this to me during my little 15-minute break or whatever. So she cut into my break time. And then right before the break time, before she felt like she needed to tell me that, she gonna say, hey Taylor, when we go on our break, hang back for a second. Like, okay. And then I hung back just so you could burst my bubble and tell me a made up rule. Oh, okay. Go outside and there's actually a homeless person, a homeless woman outside of our little work area, outside of our work building, and she's sitting like underneath the awning because it was snowing outside. We didn't have any no loitering signs. It was no trespassing signs. And so I guess someone called the police on her for being out there. But it was snowing. Like, it was snowing. It was snowing. It was snowing. She's homeless. Where else should she go? She's homeless. So the police officer's out there because they called the police on her for being out there. Because it's snowing. She's homeless. She's on the property. But because they felt so uncomfortable with her being there, they called the police on her, and it made me feel some type of way because she was literally sitting there not doing anything. But y'all called the police on her. And then it's like being black in the police situation. Like, y'all called the police on a homeless person. Where is she supposed to go? This is the police officer talking to the homeless woman. She's like, you have to move. You can't stay here. You need to find a way to leave. You gotta go. You gotta go somewhere else. Let's give the homeless woman a name because she really does have a name. And I'm actually going to tell you her real name because we actually did like talk and I helped her out for a little bit. Her name is Miss Stacy. I call her Miss Stacy because it's a respect thing. And it made me feel bad because we were in this building and I just got chewed out about wearing my hat and it was snowing, but we're all walking past this homeless person who is having an issue with the police that y'all called. But you want to say something to me about my hat. And I'm emotional. I don't like when people are mean to people, none of that. And I just felt like y'all called the police on her because y'all didn't want to have to feel bad. You didn't want to have to walk past her and see that she and her dogs were out here homeless. She wasn't bothering nobody. She wasn't talking to nobody. She wasn't asking for nothing. And it broke my heart because it's like, that could be me. That could be you. Why are y'all ignoring her like she's not a person who may need help? Ask, talk to her. But no, you're just going to walk past her and then call the police on her. And the police officer was not trying to take her anywhere. She just kept saying, you need to go somewhere. You need to go. You need to go. You need to go. And the Miss Stacy is saying, well, where am I supposed to go? I got dropped off here last night by an officer. Yeah, because, you know, the no loitering things. People don't care about people standing around. They don't want homeless people standing around places because people are selfish. Oh, it's going to make my business look bad. There's homeless people out here. Homeless people need a home. Give them a home and maybe they won't be out there. But yeah, so the police officer was on her case and I was so over it. So I just said, you know what? I can take you to the homeless shelter when I get off work. Why don't you just wait in my car while I work and then I'll take you afterwards, right? Right. And the lady was like, thank you so much. Thank you so much. So I'm like, dude, no problem. Because at this time, I was driving my mom's car because I didn't have a car at the time. And so I was like, I'm blessed. And I told y'all I'm on my come to Jesus. I'm on my God's plan. Really though. Like, so when I seen her out there, I was just like, ain't no way I can't do something to help this person. We all in this building making $15 plus an hour. And we all just gonna keep ignoring this lady like she not out here? All right, bet. So I told you I pulled up, let her get in my car, and I went and parked back in my little parking spot. So I'm letting her hang out in the car. I'm like, hey, here's the keys. Just turn the car on and off. Don't let it run the whole time. Don't burn my gas out, you know. So I do know it's cold, so you can run the heat sometimes. But y'all just hang out right here, and I'll take you on my lunch. And so she was like, oh my God, thank you so much. I was like, you don't have to thank me. Just when you can, pray to God and get to talk to him and just let him know that, you know, someone down here is operating for him. And I want you to be on that same path. Like, I want you to start talking to him more, because I started talking to him, and that's why I felt like I needed to help you. Because if I wasn't talking to him and I wasn't getting blessings, how am I supposed to use my blessings to help the next blessing? You know what I mean? It's like a pay it forward thing. Like, if you get helped, you got to help the next person, because that's how helping works. At the time, I told y'all, drive my mom's car. Her license plate said, to God I owe. So literally anytime I could stop and help somebody in that car, I was, because it wasn't even my car. So I was like, I'm blessed to even be whipping this. Let me bless you real quick. Ew. Period. Okay, so let me calm down. Put her in a car, parked, whatever. And by this time, my 15 little minute break is almost up. And I go back to my little training classroom or whatever. And the HR lady, I guess, or whatever her title was, called me up to like the main desk and was like, do you know that lady? And I was like, no. She was like, did you just let her sit in your car? And I was like, yeah. She was like, why, if you don't know her? And I'm like, and at this point I'm already in tears, because the fact that you even called me out of my class to have me come up here, I'm already angry. Because I told y'all I didn't even want to work for real, and then y'all got me in here making $15 an hour, but then this is what's happening right outside on y'all front porch. But then y'all claim to be a Christian based, oh, we help people company. Boo, boo, boo. I was not with that. And I was just like, no, I'm finna go. I got tears in my taking off my badge. Like, here, you can have it. I don't know. And she's like, Taylor, wait, no. And I'm like, I don't even want it. Because I'm sure, because I thought she was calling me up to fire me because of the whole no trespassing, loitering thing. I thought they were gonna say like, she can't wait in your car. You need to go, and she need to go too. But I guess she wasn't gonna say that. But my emotions was running too high, and I was just like, bump that. I already don't want to be here. Like, this lady in here complaining about my hat, and it's snowing out here, and this homeless lady's out here, and I'm getting in trouble for a hat. You want me to say yes, man? No, I don't even want to be here. So that was internal. That was internal. I did have the tears in my eyes in real life when I handed her the badge, but I just shook my head. I didn't say nothing. I was crying, kinda, but I just shook my head and just gave her the badge because, like, the fact that you're even questioning me if I know this person or not, who cares? She needed help. She needed help. She needed help. It doesn't matter if I knew her. Most of the time, I like helping people who I don't know because, one, I like to not expect anything back. And two, I love letting people know that there are genuinely good people out here, because a lot of times people do help people just to say, oh, I helped them, pat on my back. I don't want that. That's why I'll be like, don't give me the thanks. Give the thanks to God, because he put me here to help you. I said, look, Miss Stacy, you want to go get something to eat? We ain't got something to eat. She's like, let me get you some gas. I said, girl, don't give me nothing, none of that. I actually did take a video with her because I wanted to drop her Cash App. So I'm going to insert the video because I did want y'all to hear a little bit about her. Oh, this is new. This is my first time ever filming something like this. God brought this lovely lady into my life this morning. This is Miss Stacy, and so I figured I am doing my Lord's work, and I'm all about my God, so I'm trying to avidly teach everyone and influence everyone to, this is our time to be coming to him and do what we can and do everything with the intention of God and love. And so I saw Miss Stacy out today and was like, I need to do something that I don't know really what I can do. I tried to offer her my car to just sit in at work, and my job really wasn't having that. And so I was like, you know what? I'm not having y'all. I'm gonna take her to where she needs to go. I'm gonna help her the best way I know I can. So we went and got some food and I'm gonna drop her off. But before, I wanted to like kind of let her come and talk and say some things, drop some knowledge, and then give her a little, drop her Cash App, so you know y'all can help support Miss Stacy in this ministry real quick. So Miss Stacy, I just want to, you know, I told them your name. Can you kind of give them like a brief story or how you ended up out on the streets or just something?
Well, me and my mom were in a abusive situation, and so we just left because it was so much turmoil. So we needed peace. We were trying to find a peaceful situation. And during that process, we were trying to find a home, and COVID hit. So everything went haywire then, and we weren't able to find a home. So we've been on this journey of trying to find somewhere to live. We've been staying in a hotel. I have dogs because I was diagnosed with sarcoidosis, and they help my depression. So they want me to get rid of my dogs, and it's very hard. But if anyone's out there struggling or whatever, you just know that every day is a struggle, but you know, well, at least I did wake up. So that's all I have to say.
All right.
And I thank you.
I thank you. Once I got done talking to her, I just was like, wow, that could easily be me if I don't heal from what I'm going through, if I don't change my patterns, or not even that. That could be anybody at any point, because that's just how life works. You could easily be out there and never know who's gonna stop and help you. And that's why I'm like, that's why I always want to stop and help somebody, because I'm like, if I was out there, I would want someone to stop and help me. It's treat others how you want to be treated, right? Until you don't feel like it. Genuinely, that's how the world is right now, and I'm just like, that's weird. So that is the story of how I quit my job this year, and I did not go back. Because why was I just felt so bad sitting in that office making that money when I know there was somebody right outside. Like, I couldn't work around people like that. Like, Like, y'all was really mad at me about my hat. Meanwhile, this homeless person is outside in the snow. Like, y'all got the game twisted. Like, y'all worried about the wrong things right now. The wrong things right now. Genuinely was worried about it. So that's why I decided to quit my job and become an influencer, content creator, because I just felt like there was so much more I could say and do than what that office was offering me. And since then, I have had, let's give it up to God real quick, because one, I would not be anywhere without him. I would not. And I'm telling y'all this, like, I'm getting chills just talking about it, because I have been growing in my faith. And when I left that job and when I quit that day, I felt something in my spirit that I was going to be okay, for the simple fact nobody needs that. I don't need that job. I'm popping. I'll go get a new job if I want it that bad. But I am a job. I am a job. Literally, like, the 8 hours I was going to sit and put into the work there, I need to sit and put them 8 hours into myself. And I did just that. With that, I started praying about my content. I started praying about my future. I started praying about this. And within a week's time, I had my first viral video on TikTok with over 400,000 views. 400,000 within like a whatever time of doing TikTok. And fast forward to about 2 to 3 weeks ago, your girl got her first viral video on Instagram. Yeah, so basically I prayed for this and it's happening and it's so amazing. Like, it's amazing. Like, it genuinely is. Like, you know how I said I got that 400,000 on TikTok? Baby, this Instagram video is almost at 400,000 views. It's like we all gotta start somewhere. Yeah, so when y'all see me on the big screen again, because you know I was on more here. When y'all see me on the big screen again, y'all can be like, oh yeah, she prayed for this. God did this for her. God. Basically, what I wanted you guys to get from this video, if you didn't get anything but looking at my beautiful self, was to be a good person. Keep your faith. Keep it. Make it stronger. Swim in it, bathe in it. Just cover yourself with it, because when I tell you, when you get your faith strong, there is nothing you cannot accomplish with God. I promise you, there's nothing you can't accomplish. Thank you guys for watching. Love you guys. Bye.